Hello, I'm Melissa Newcomb, and I am currently teaching ninth grade biology at high school here in Indiana. I was asked why I became a teacher and what my story was. I have an unusual story because I'm a career changer. So this is my second year in a high school classroom, but I spent about 20 years as a veterinarian. So I graduated from Purdue and practiced, did lots of wonderful things as a vet, absolutely loved it. But what inspired me to change careers and become a teacher was probably just the main thing was my kids and my own personality. I've always been somebody who loves to learn, and I love a challenge, and I always want to learn new things. And in veterinary medicine, there's always things to learn, so that's super fun. But once I had my own 4 children, it became more and more obvious to me that I think the most important thing I could do in life was try to inspire other kids to love science and love learning and to believe in themselves. I came from kind of a rough background as a child, and so I kind of came past that and reached what I felt was the culmination of what I could do with science. But I really wanted to pass that on to other kids. So watching my kids grow up and knowing how much I wanted to feed that curiosity in them inspired me to find this way that I could go back and try to inspire younger kids and not just my clients as animal owners. So I love it. I love being with the kids. They're definitely a very challenging species to work with sometimes, ninth graders, but they're a lot of fun. And what do I love about working with students? I'm inspired by them. I'm energized by them. I love hearing their questions and hearing their perspectives and filling in those gaps that they don't understand and leading them to that knowledge and letting them figure it out, and that's all super fun. I've been very blessed because along the way I have had some students come back and tell me what they loved about my class. I taught college for about 5 years before I went back to become a high school teacher, and one of my students who did not do well in anatomy class came to me and said, Dr. Newcomb, I really did poorly in your class, but I just want to tell you I'm going to sign up again next semester for your class because I really enjoyed it and I want to try some more. And that was exciting for me, that even though she didn't do well, she still saw the value in it and wanted to come back. And last year, and a couple of years ago as a student teacher, I taught a unit on evolution, and I taught it around honeybees and the problem with pollinators and the concern worldwide with them, and I linked all that to evolution. And a year later, one of the students came back and said something about every time I see a bee, I think of all those amazing things I learned in biology, and that was my favorite things I've learned at school. So things like that, you never know when you're going to touch the life of a student or what effect you're going to have, and just being also that caring adult, because I know from my childhood and my husband's childhood, so many of these kids grow up without an adult there who really cares. And sometimes I care too much because I see the beauty in all these kids, even when they're being stinkers. So those things inspire me to be a teacher. So I hope all of you keep on keeping on, because this is very, very important. There's nothing more important than teaching.